welcome back to my channel, Coffee Cake Travels. If you're new here, then hi, my name is Katie and welcome to the channel. Today's video is going to be about Penrith, which is in Cumbria. Penrith is a quaint market town, which is full of landmarks and history, including a medieval castle, quirky little buildings, a museum, and a lot more. So I'm going to take you to Penrith. I actually went in the car with my mum and her partner, and I came back on the train. So this video is a fun one because I only had 2.5 hours before my train. So I had to fit in as much as I could before I got the train back to where I live. So this video is basically what you can do in 2.5 hours in Penrith, and if I think you can do it, or if you need more time, or if you need a weekend trip away. So let's try and see what we can do in just that little amount of time, and I'll speak to you more at the end and let you know. Let's go! So here we are, and we arrived in Penrith, and we also parked the car in the Sainsbury's car park, and it gives you 3 hours of parking for free. You go through this archway of the new square, and that takes you to all the independent shops and businesses and lots of charity shops as well. This part of Penrith is also part of the coast-to-coast route, so you actually pass through this little square on your coast-to-coast journey. There are so many cafes here to choose from as well, especially in this little area. And this is the famous clock tower, which is in Market Square. There was no Waterstones in Penrith, but there was an independent bookshop called the Hedgehog Bookshop, and it was very cute, and I had to look around it. I had to get my book fix for this video. So this building here is the Penrith and Edam Museum. The museum collects, preserves and displays materials reflecting the history and culture of the area. Exhibits include a dinosaur footprint, objects from the Stone Age, Roman jewellery and so much more. And the museum opened in 1985. I don't want to show you too much of the museum because you should go and see it for yourself. I've stayed in Penrith once before at this hotel called the George Hotel, and I highly recommend it. It was really nice. Next to the hotel there is the Devonshire Shopping Arcade, and down here there's loads of independent shops and cafes. Again, it's another little cosy place that you should visit. There is also a vegetarian and vegan restaurant right at the bottom, and this was a nice little surprise to find as well. So this here is the parish church of Penrith, called St Andrews. It is a large and beautiful Georgian building which was built in 1720. There was a church built here previously, but the only thing remaining is the 13th century tower at the top. You can visit inside this church for free, but they do accept donations when you first enter on the side of the door. So this here is Penrith Castle. It began being built in the 14th century by Ralph Neville, who played a key role in defending this area from the Scots. It was later transformed into a luxurious residence by Richard, Duke of Gloucestershire. I highly recommend a walk around this castle. It is fascinating that it's still standing from the 14th century, and it has a really ominous and eerie feeling. There was nobody there when I was there, which made it even more spooky, but it was really cool. I've also never seen an old moat before. I've seen castles before, but never a moat around the castle. That was really interesting to see in person. I also wanted to mention that it is really easy to find because the castle is just across from the train station. The castle is also connected to the Castle Park, which has a children's play area, golf, tennis courts, bowling green, lots of statues, and there is a cafe there that is open in the summer. So when you go to visit the castle in the summer, you can have a little look around the park as well, which is lovely. So after my trip around the castle and the castle grounds, I waited in the train station for around 10 minutes for my train to arrive. Hi, welcome back. Thank you for watching the little bit of video. So that was my trip to Penrith. I'll say a few things about Penrith. One is that I love it. It's very lovely, very quaint, and I really enjoy the area. It's somewhere that I can visit because it's only an hour away from me on the train, on a direct train. So it's somewhere that I can visit a lot, and I probably should start going more. It's really quaint, really quirky, really cozy. I know those are all the stereotypical words, but it's so true about the area. And it's also very historical. I absolutely love the castle, and the museum is very cute, and there's just a lot to do there. So in 2.5 hours, did I fit everything in that I wanted to? Probably not. I rushed a few charity shops. I rushed at the end. There was a little church that I went in. I got a bit of a video, but I literally went in for the video, out, and I would have liked to have sat there and, maybe looked a little bit more around. Same with the bookshops. There was a few bookshops that I just went in and out of. I didn't have time to look. So if you want to do some shopping, or if you want to take more time there, you probably will have to do it in more than 2.5 hours. But in 2.5 hours, I did do quite a lot of things. I managed to do a museum. I looked in most of the shops. I just didn't take my time in them. I didn't have time for a coffee and a cake. And you know how much I like my coffee and cake. So that was disappointing. Yeah, in my opinion, if you want to go, I'd probably do it in a day. You know, I'd probably go in the morning, spend the whole day there, and come home in the evening. But yeah, I can't believe I didn't get a coffee. I was just so busy. I didn't even have time to think, to be honest. I was just there looking around all the shops, and by the time I knew it, it was time to come home and get the train home. So I definitely think that I would have probably been better with like 5 hours, you know, a full day there, and then I could have got something to eat and to drink as well. So yeah, in my opinion, that's what you should do. You should definitely spend a full day there. But I would highly recommend Penrith. I will be going again myself, and if you do go, or if you've been before, let me know in the comments, because it's such a lovely little place and I hope it's made you guys think about going there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a lovely day and I'll speak to you again next week. Bye.